Good evening, everybody. It's Roy here, just checking in on everyone, seeing how everyone's doing. The camp, it was like negative 15 degrees just before I got here. I don't know what the wind chill was. Started a couple fires before I came here to the casino. I was really wishing for some fries, so I went and got me some fries for a bit. Got to talk to the cohort, see how the cohort was doing. Got to check on the rest of the brothers and sisters out there that have made their way homes and made sure they talk to their family. Got to meet a couple of brothers and sisters out here at the casino, and I was able to see them talk about their stories going home for a couple weeks and really getting to know their family and staying in touch with them. You know, I really admire them for doing that. Got to thank them a lot for being able to see their family. You know, I had missed my flight, and I'm pretty bummed about it. It's good to see the brothers out here. Look at all these people watching. Holy. All the fam repping. Got my brother Edward. Got Kevin. Got Ruben. Let's give him an aho. Got Sister Karen. Let's give her an aho. That's Sister Megan. What's good? Sabrina. What's good? Yeah. Basically what we're doing right now is we're trying to get down to the nitty-gritty parts of just coming in hand and just figuring out who wants to put in all the work out here. It's not so much of the sense of finding someone who wants to take control of everything and lead. And we're not trying to be headstrong here. We're trying to hold it together and make sure that we can work in a cooperative manner. I mean, I was just mentioning earlier, you know, there's operation and cooperation, and teamwork makes the dream work, and being able to see that happen out here is the reason why I'm still out here. You know, it's really good to be able to be out here still and to understand why we're still out here. That pipeline is still being built. That easement may have been passed, but it's still going, and we gotta still make sure we take a stand. And what I mean by that is to be able to literally be here and let them know that water is our ultimate thing that we need. And these animals, they can't speak for themselves, whether they're our fish, just like at home in Washington State. You know, I was mentioning that earlier. We had the Treaty of Fort Laramie out here in the Dakota and Dakota Nation. You know, how are they going to sign a treaty here, and then how are they going to go and hang Chief Leshai? You know, that wasn't put to rest until '04, and to know that wasn't put to rest until then, it's really difficult. You know, all he wanted was a place to fish, and that's why Marlon Brando was able to grab those two fish and be arrested. Same thing for Shailene Woodley being out here and making that statement. And to know that that is still represented in a good way, and that we can really approach everything here in prayer. And to know that I was never once here to ever target anybody on DAPL. You know, they're building a pipeline to keep their families fed. Yeah, I get that. But it's Morton County, and it's the people that have chosen to brutalize us. If I see a family that are from DAPL and they're working there and they have kids, I'm not against them. You know, I heard a story about someone making their way out here from Oregon Way. He was running on fumes, and he was somewhere just close by. I don't know how far away he was. But he asked for some gas money from a guy, and he's like, I can't, because you're going over to Standing Rock. If you had said you're going somewhere else, you know, I'd give you the money. But he ended up just filling up his gas tank just a little bit, and he ran on fumes and was still able to get by and get here on his own. But to know that, to hear it from that perspective, you know, really makes a lot of sense, because he was saying that he's looking in the back of that guy's car, and to know that he's seen that gentleman had family and that he was building that pipeline to keep his family there. You know, that water is keeping them alive just as much as we are. You know, there's a reason why we have a medicine wheel. You know, all directions are equal. There's no one greater. You know, and to be able to realize that and to understand that is the reason why Oceti, Sakowin, and Sacred Stone exist. Like, literally, is that togetherness, that bonding, that understanding that the true intent of this water is it's speaking for itself. And there's no better way to honor it than what we're doing out here right now. Everything that you guys are hearing, I don't know what's going on in media. Like I said, I finally found my phone. It was taken and it was tampered with. And, it's been one heck of a 2 weeks, I should say. But we're still here, and we're we're keeping it going and singing away, drumming away, and going into the ceremony and making sure we're able to let them know we're not leaving until they stop that pipeline. That excavation site is right there. They're digging as we speak. We're doing prayer marches on the water because you can't put jurisdiction on there. And for that reason, that's why we're out here right now, because that's our only gateway, and it's a gateway where we can still say in prayer, being on water. How often can people say that? You know, and for those of you that are supporting us on the outside of this camp, all three camps, Sacred Stones, Achangu, and Oceti, Oyate, for all of our relatives out there that are, you know, staying in prayer and making sure we're here in a good way and taking care of us by simply praying means a lot. A lot of these people forget that you guys are praying for us, and you know, we all know that you're here for us as much as you possibly can. You know, being here in spirit means more than enough to me. There's other people that have their own support and have their own ways of getting through being at this camp. This camp has been taking a toll. Recently, we've been talking about the discussions of October 26th when they had taken over the winter camp that we were trying to winterize to get away from the flood zone. And then we were talking about the end of November. It was pretty rough too. And to see these people have to relive their stories and have to go through it isn't something that's technically easy for some of us. I mean, for me personally, it's pretty hard. But if the story needs to be put out there so we can let the world know that they're treating us unfairly, so be it. I didn't come out here with the thought of wanting to get shot, the thought of wanting to riot, the thought of thinking about anarchy and revolution. It was literally to share the experience and live the experience of these people that are being hurt and damaged just because of the pipeline going over the ancestors that they have. That's it. I didn't expect September 23rd to happen. I didn't expect September 29th to happen. I didn't expect Aloha to be popped out. I didn't expect Red Fawn to be thrown in the jail. I didn't expect me being on front lines and being shot because all I wanted to do was protect a horse and protect my brother Smokey from the cohort. I mean, that's the whole reason why I got to meet the cohort, you know? And all these different days and experiences that I've accounted for, don't use that for entitlement or empowerment. There's vulnerability that needs to be expressed in a way so that way we can utilize this. That way this government can stop doing this to people around the world. You know, post-colonialism has been exposed to my eyes since the day I've been born. And I was given the wonderful chance to live a life with my elders and to live with my family and learn how to harvest and all of these things that we've been taking for granted back where I come from. And to know that it just kind of sits there idly waiting for them to be there. You know, they have to find their way just the way I am right now, and it doesn't make me any better than anyone. It's just I want to be able to help people understand that everything that we want is right there, rather than having to buy all of the biggest and baddest of all things. It's starting to make it hard for the rest of us out here, because materials is literally what's making it hard for this camp. Having to regulate kitchens and having to regulate the waste disposals and having to regulate who's chopping what. And these communication systems, they're not thorough, they're not clear, they're not concise, and I can speak for that because I've come into my own accounts of dealing with that. Hey ho, it's my brother Alphonse.
Peace.
Aho, he says peace.
Who's that?
It's everybody on Facebook Live that's on my page. Yeah, it's something else. It's weird. I can speak to people without having to walk forever in the blistering cold. I'm not all layered up, you know. It's like I usually wear like four layers now, when I used to just wear shorts all the time. Like when the first couple blizzards hit, I was just running around in basketball shorts having a jolly old time. Now it's getting a little too serious, you know. I gotta start wearing more layers, look like Christmas Story. Man, you really gets you singing real good. Yeah, it's Alphonse. It's one of the brothers here that has helped me sing and has helped me understand, the true meaning behind it all. The traditional way, not just a way to utilize the songs, and just because. What's good, Atsa? I'll be sure to stay warm. Anyways, is there anything you guys are curious about? Ty, you want me to war hoop? Holy balls. Trying to get kicked out of the casino. This dude's insane. My Aunt Monica says hello, bro.
Who?
My Aunt Monica. I don't know if I want to get kicked out of the casino for war hooping, brother. Aho, Atsa says aho, uncle.
Aho. How you doing, my friends out there? You guys staying warm? Aho.
Relatives. Remember why you're here. Brush off your Bibles. Load the chanupa. While the glollas have been up for 3 hours. Iktapo. The morning routine on the main mic's starting to pop up again. Alphonse, get out of here. Quit liking my stuff. This guy. Gee. Yeah, it's good to see you too. Glad you're doing alright, Bucky. Just want to make sure that my family's hanging in there. Want to make sure that everyone's alive and kicking, and that we want to just let you guys know we want to thank you, and we're holding in tight, and we're having a good time. My mother is curious about a girlfriend. I don't know about all that. It's pretty. I don't know. Holy. Kind of just on a live feed. It's kind of cool to have a live feed because it makes it a lot easier to quit it, guy. You're liking my stuff over here. He's blowing up my phone. Holy. Sister Bettina over here. Everyone calls her auntie. Grew up with Sean and James, so she's a sister to me.
Alright, get out of there.
Yeah, get out of there. Gee, oh. That was another thing I was thinking about the other day. When I get back to Seattle, I'm going to be talking all Dakota, res talk, all of the lingo and slang, saying how I'm a docs, saying subtle and the wale, and doing the hands gestures. I'm gonna have a hard time getting rid of that. I'll watch your phone, bro. Yeah, but if you guys have any questions, just let me know. If you guys need to know anything, straight out of Oceti. You have to go big when you go live, brah. What does that mean? I have to do a war hoop? Bucky, I never went back to Washington yet. I missed my flight on the 23rd on Friday. We had a couple incidents in camp, and the next day was just another stress ball and a half. And then Sunday, we ended up having to find a couple people. That was pretty intense. That lasted all morning. My favorite prayer song. I don't have a favorite one. I like singing them all. It's a very small space we did a war hoop. There isn't too, all of the live feeds that have been going on around here, they haven't been blacked out anymore. I don't know what's up with that. What's that prayer song? Which one? Sister will come. My favorite snagging song? Holy, I don't know about all that. I don't have one. I sing a lot of them, but doesn't mean I use them to snag, so I would just be straight. I'm not doing that. Is there anything I want people to know about camp? Updates. Tomorrow is the grand jury. There's a subpoena involved with that. And then a contract expired just the other day with a 15% investment. We have a warehouse, and I haven't gotten the address for that warehouse. As far as anything else goes, we are consolidating kitchens as best as we can, so that way we have a bigger and more composed list to orchestrate. And updates. We're just waiting for inauguration day. We don't know what's gonna happen there. This is the waiting game for that. Thank you for the prayers. And Waka's got the hand game song. Watching for money, money, money. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to get into it. Am I able to access shipments? I'm pretty sure if I asked, I could. Just, there's my other brother over here. Uh-oh. What's good? Aloha. It is the live feed, brother.
Oh, yeah? Live
Yeah,
feed?
what do you have to say?
No dapple.
Oh, no dapple. That's the way we do it around here. No dapple. D-A-P-L, Lila, Sicha, Yolo. Best way to help during this time. Right now, we don't have the skill assets to be sharpening our chainsaws, so we don't have true lumbermen. How surprising. We're out here in North Dakota, but we're trying to see and learn how to do those things. That way we can be more independent. And with that, that's kind of one of the reasons why we're on a low stockpile of wood, because we're trying to get chopped wood without having to chop it ourselves. So we gotta learn how to sharpen those tools, because it's kind of killing us right now. We have a lot of emergency blankets. What else? Bro, what else do you know that we have a lot of? We have a lot of batteries. Holy crap, we have loads of batteries.
The emergency Mylar blankets.
Yeah, we have
hand
so many of those
warmers,
blankets. We have
rice,
loads of hand warmers,
beans,
like no-going hand
oatmeal.
warmers. Oatmeals and beans, we're good. Like, I'll be singing Beans for Breakfast from Johnny Cash for, like, the rest of my life out here. No joke. Like, it's unlimited protein. Like, that's the best Dutch oven in the sleeping bag you'll ever get. What's the deal with firewood? I'm being told that firewood from other states is being prohibited. I really don't even know the justification on that, because I'm so enclosed and encompassed around Oceti and Sacred Stone and Sachangu that, like I said, it's been like a week and a half, if not 2 weeks, since I've been on this phone, like even having a charge, period. And yes, we do not need the telescope on Sacred Mountain. That is terrible. You know, we support Hawaii as much as possible. We pay homage for them coming out here to share a few songs and to be able to speak for the mountain and to understand what Monsanto's doing for you guys' sacred trees. That's pretty harsh to know that they're dying for that. Thank you so much, Rosanna. I really appreciate it. Staying safe and warm as best as possible.
We saw that. We know what you're looking at.
Oh, now, Bettina. What's good, brother? Ah. Here's the other brothers and sisters here. Say hello to the live feed. What's good? Some more brothers and sisters that we have here. Guess we're kind of having a reunion. Kind of came in here on our own now.
For our secret ops.
A hoe from the 280. Holy crap, where's 280 at?
Yeah, they do that every
707 is in here. 253. Good morning from Germany. I kind of just rhymed. It's kind of a good time. Holy. 808 was just in the house. What other area codes we got? Yes, sharpening tools for the chainsaws. Something else. Luta. Oh, and then if Outdoor Adventures, the Corson family, one of your new raft guides showed up in like end of September, beginning of October. 405, 253, 280, 808. Who else is throwing the area codes in? 716, aho. 757. That's how we do it. Long Plain, Canada. Holy. What do you mean when you come back? Wait, you're gonna come back? That'd be pretty awesome if you could come back. 605. Sick, Jetchy. You're sick. 6:05. How dare you? Swole's holding in. Actually swooped in at the casino with Jerica and Jaden. The true crew at the Swole. I got a hose. Settle, Adam. 303. Well, I hope everything you moved into at the new apartment or establishment, everything goes well. Arizona, yate. That'd be pretty cool if Grandma could show up. Mean a lot. You know. When I heard the news of our elder in Washington, kind of lost my marbles. You know, he really helped me. You know, helped me in 2009. Bronx, New York. That's awesome. But he helped me back in 2009. I was thinking about him, and to know that that had happened has really hurt me. You know, just as well as Renee's situation back in Seattle, and just Misty Upham's situation too. Like I was mentioning the other week, I was talking about Misty Upham, and then I was being a firekeeper, and I was like dozing off for like a good 10 minutes, and then I was thinking about it, and then someone came up to me, and it was like her uncle who came out from Seattle and was talking about her, and then another chick from Seattle came out on her own, and they're both talking about John T. Williams and Misty and Renee, and yeah, so we have people in King County that aren't being treated right. It's not okay to have that type of injustice even at home. I gotta been given a lot of grief and been going in a ceremony for our sister Angelique. It's something I haven't been handling very well, and I love her to pieces. Being out here didn't make it any easier. So I want to make sure that my family's all right. Been praying for you guys. All right then. Lock du Flambeau, Wisconsin, Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Uncle Melvin in the house. How you doing? What are the other things that we could potentially use, bro?
Camp?
Yeah. Things that aren't being
I
utilized.
know a lot of accents and
Accents, yeah.
what do you call it? Lip splitter heads have been broken off by inexperienced choppers, so there's a lot of heads laying around with no handles.
Yeah, we have a lot of axe heads lying around. All these people chopping wood. Oh, that's good. Oh, almost dropped my phone. Gee, you guys. What? Smell like campfire.
Smell like
Campfire.
Smell like flies.
Yeah, smell like campfire. Jeez. Y'all have 5 feet over here. Settle down.
Smell like bumblebee.
You guys have plans for inauguration. We just wanted to make a speech at camp for
What,
the
smell like
inauguration. No, guys, settle down. No, we're going to be doing a speech here at the camp, and then what we wanted to try and do is make an attempt out to inauguration and be able to speak outside of the inauguration itself. Any planned live feeds to watch out for. These live feeds, I'm unaware of. I don't know who's doing live feeds anymore. Like I said, it's been 2 weeks since I've been on a live feed, or a week and a half, however that goes.
And I could do a live feed over there too.
So,
Try it.
if you want to. Settle. And then there's a proposed pipeline going down in the Hudson in New York. We can use prayers as well. We'll do as much as we can. We actually did have a crew out here by the name of Emerson and Jasmine. They're the 2 phenomenal singers out here that are of the Sioux Nation here. And they went to New York, and they were the ones that helped with the 6 banks and the J.P. Morgan and Chase private party. We were told not to be able to be doing any prayer actions.
Yeah.
So we did the outside ones, and it was Emerson and Jasmine that had done a very good
That's
job
my dad.
going to New York. So Lisa,
Talking
John,
about my
we,
dad
we,
for.
we made sure we made an impact there. It was in support of Standing
That's
Rock,
all
but
messed up.
we'll still make sure we can represent for you.
That's all my
Idaho
freaking dad.
from Iowa. What's good? Gosh, you guys, yadala. Dowale. Achada. Start saying.
Sneezy.
Solo white schnee.
Sneezy.
Schnee. Sichaya.
I thought the name.
All these different languages. Be like,
All these Navajos talking
be like,
Navajo.
how, miigwech.
Like yacht there. Like yacht there.
Yate.
Harananda. She, Cody Johnny and shit.
Keep going.
Who the hell is David Jones in? 'Cause that fucker added me on Facebook.
It's just like, how could
Well, anyways, guys, I'm probably gonna be heading out here pretty soon. Gotta hop. Boujou.
Who the hell is that guy?
At the Viking Stadium, I don't know any of that stuff. Anything that is happening outside of Oceti, I don't know. Like I said, it's been a week and a half, you guys. Winter, say what's up. You're on my feed, brother.
What's up, man?
Michigan brother.
No dapple.
No dapple.
Somehow I got
DAPL, Lila, Sicha, Yolo. All bad. Never listen to Dapple.
Drink Snapple.
No
Drink
dapple
Snapple. No Dapple lies.
That's what she said.
Support the Apple gang. Alright, you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. I hope I can start hopping back onto something like this for you guys to understand what's still going on. I just want to appreciate everyone that's been able to support us as much as possible and to really understand the meaning behind all of this without having to manipulate any other factors and using this platform for other formats. So thank you guys. We're standing strong. We're staying warm. So I want to give you guys a big Osium and a big Mad Wopes, Chi Miigwech, a big aho to the fam out there for supporting all of us. It's more than helpful to know that you guys are still here in support. Infinity Big No Dapple Minutes. Got the love from Haida Gwaii, all the way from British Columbia. Thank you guys so much, and you guys have a good evening. Remember, Dapple's still working. Alright, you guys have a good night. Dope Shaw.